So I got an email from a sharp-eyed viewer about the last episode, where we found Mr. Electric to be liable for insider trading after he had done some electrical work for Megalopico in preparation for its acquisition of Microlopico. You'll remember that while doing that work, he stumbled into some material, non-public information about Microlopico, and then took advantage of that information by buying Microlopico's shares. So the question was, after Mr. Electric walked into Megalopico's office to do the electrical work, what if Mr. Electric had not signed the confidentiality agreement at all? Would he still have a fiduciary duty to Megalopico that could provide the basis for insider trading liability? The SEC certainly thinks he would, and in a case called SEC versus Falbo in 1998, the district court agreed. In that case, the court held that while an electrician was not traditionally held to be a fiduciary, the court still found a similar relationship of trust and confidence between the acquiring company and the electrician asked to set up the secure area. The court said that in relying on a fiduciary to act for his benefit, the client or customer may entrust the fiduciary with custody over property of one sort or another. Because the fiduciary gets access to this property to serve the ends of the fiduciary relationship, he becomes duty-bound not to appropriate the property for his own use. Falbo's analysis is not crazy and is squarely based on the Second Circuit's examination of the fiduciary issue from several years before. So Megalopico perhaps did not need to ask Mr. Electric to sign the confidentiality agreement. But if slightly different facts might call the fiduciary relationship into question, it is still probably a very good idea to require the confidentiality agreement anyway. In any event, with this sort of theoretical flexibility, you can see why the misappropriation theory has grown to overwhelm the classical theory as a favorite tool for law enforcement. Because with the misappropriation theory, you don't have to be an officer or director or lawyer or an accountant to be liable for insider trading. You just have to be a guy who was given the keys to the castle. And at the end of the day, Mr. Electric is left with his butt on fire.